Hello and welcome. Normals, are you ready?
Always.
Very ready, Ebbers. I love these.
In that case, number one is in front of you. You have A and B as always, both prepared identically with the exception of one ingredient. We want you to identify it and then pick the premium.
Straight away, a waft of salmon.
Wrong.
Oh, I was really confident of that.
Oh, nearly.
It almost tastes like a potato salad.
On the base, you have a little potato salad.
There we go. Bosh. What a palate. What a palate.
We'll have a go at B and see if you can spot any differences. So you've kind of got an appetizer portion.
Nothing screaming at me, but there is a subtle difference between the two. One tastes slightly fresher.
Feel like I'm getting more from dish A.
More.
More flavour, more variety in flavours, more depth, more balance.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but what we need you to do is pick the premium. Do you think it's A or B?
I think it must be A, but I don't even know the ingredient we're talking about.
The ingredient we're talking about is creme fraiche.
I'm going to say that A is the premium.
You can now remove your blindfold and have a look.
They look completely different, and I don't know whether that's through processing, quality, don't know, but they don't taste hugely different to me. Can I eat it?
Yeah.
I think I'm right on my taste profiles. That does look thicker and fattier.
That's smoother, and it's tangy, and it tastes like creme fraiche.
I can reveal that the premium in this round is A. You got it
Good.
correct. This is Bordier's creme fraiche. So it is a family business, artisanal from Normandy in France. Very rich, creamy. They say almost like a cheesiness to it, but very smooth, very creamy. Whereas B is Tesco creme fraiche. It's made in Britain with British dairy and is a more affordable option.
They're both delicious, but B is slightly harsher. Tell you what, if I was dolloping some of this on top of some nachos, I'd go for the premium one. Mixing all the other flavours, it's not that noticeable.
It all comes down to the price, Ebbers.
So you're saying they're not worlds apart. What if I told you that the Tesco version works out to be 33 pence per 100 grams?
What's this?
I wouldn't be surprised if that's something like £3 per 100 grams, which is ridiculous.
It's £1.80 per 100 grams, but that does make it 5.5 times more expensive. Obviously, the Bordier French version is family business, artisanal. There's a lot more care and attention that goes into it, and that will drive the price up than a supermarket sort of mass-produced product.
Dollop that on top of some nachos.
Or a dollop on a slice of clug cucker, or a really rich chocolate brownie as part of a dessert.
But when I use creme fraiche at home to plonk on my chili con carne, it's being mixed in. And the cheaper version works perfectly.
And as always, if money wasn't an object, then yes, I would buy that. But money is an object. From a purely personal, at-home budgeting perspective and the difference it's made, I'd go there. If money was an object and taste wasn't, yeah, that is better, but not better enough for me.
Number two. This one's a bit more familiar, handheld. You might want to start from the bottom and work your way up, and then you'll pretty quickly clock what it is.
Oh, it's in a cupcake case.
I know exactly what you're doing here.
Having fun while you're blindfolded.
I'm going to indulge you. Wait!
What touched your tongue?
As I got to it, the smell was not sweet.
Open wide.
That's not a cupcake. Some fiery horseradish in that. Wait a minute, I've got steak as well. What are you?
Have you put sushi in a cupcake?
We left Kush on his own for a couple of days, and that's what happened. This is chirashi don, which is very, very beautiful things on top of rice. So on don.
It's sushi, it's wasabi.
Essentially, you have sushi rice with a little bit of wasabi, a wasabi and soft roe puree, some mussel, some salmon, and some baby octopus. You've made a mess of A, now make a mess of B.
That has to be the wasabi, because this one has nowhere near as much of a kick as A.
In which case, yes, it is the wasabi we're talking about. Please pick the premium, A or B.
I'm gonna go B. But I felt that there was a strong hit. It just tasted less and more, here's some flavour, enjoy it.
So I've had raw, real wasabi, and it has a wonderful kick to it. There's so much more layers to it than just green horseradish, which is pure fire. A is incredibly familiar. That is now wasabi as I know it. Whereas B, something a little bit different. It feels more subtle. And I think I'm used to eating the cheap stuff. So I'm gonna say B is the premium.
Take off the blindfold, see if visually there's any stark difference. Not that you can, but would you change your mind?
I actually wouldn't, because now knowing that a lot of the wasabi that we consume is dyed horseradish, A is greener. B looks like it's got more texture, it's more fibrous, and it's less luminous.
I'm not sure you're a normal home cook anymore. You are absolutely correct. Yep. B is Yutaka wasabi. So it is made with 65% real wasabi from a particular precinct in Japan. Whereas A, also made in Japan, but made with wasabi that isn't grown in Japan, is just 4.5%. The rest is horseradish.
As much as being just booted in the face, there's a little bit more nuance in the booting of the face in the real wasabi. So yeah, I'm pleased with that.
Funny how when I first tasted that, I did taste horseradish over wasabi. Whereas the second one didn't taste of horseradish at all. It tasted of something fragrant. And I'm on board with that, love that. I really hope it's not ridiculously expensive.
The regular one is £3.72 per 100 grams.
Okay.
How much better is the other one? And would you spend that?
I'm gonna say £5 per 100 grams.
I'd happily pay at least a fiver for that.
They should put up their prices. It's only £3.50.
Good.
But that does make it 2.25 times as expensive. But you are getting more than 10 times the amount of actual wasabi in the tube.
So an extra couple of quid on proper wasabi, I think is well worth the extra.
Pay a few more pounds, you get a completely different product and a completely different experience. Worth it.
With the current increase in the cost of living, we're all having to rethink how we shop and cook our meals.
We think our app, Sidekick, is the solution.
We've made over 100 recipe packs containing more than 300 recipes available all the time, giving you more choice than ever.
Just plan what you want to eat for the week, generate one shopping list, shopping wherever suits your budget,
And those ingredients will be split across all of your week's meals.
reducing your shopping spend and reducing your food waste. It's completely free for 30 days, so give it a go and see if it's right for you.
Round 3, 2 more dishes, exactly the same as before, prepared identically.
What is that?
Don't ever invite Mike round to a barbecue because he just goes into all the salads with his hands.
Mike will not turn up to your barbecue with a blindfold on.
Guys, I'm sorry you had to see that. A good, generous mouthful. What are you getting?
Am I getting all the dish?
You're getting a fair chunk of it. Move on to B, see if there's any difference.
Ribboned cucumbers, that's not a dish.
Is there more to the dish than cucumber and salt?
There are a number of ingredients
Oh.
in there. You do have cucumber, you also have watermelon, chive, a dressing, and some pine nuts. It's a beautiful salad.
Oh,
And here we go again. Do you like it?
I love this. It's a very refreshing, exciting salad.
I feel like I'm just eating cucumber.
So what do you think we're trying to spot the difference on?
Cucumber, but it's not.
Why have you ruled cucumber out?
I don't know.
Cucumber is the item that has changed. One of them
That's so hard.
is a... Why is that hard?
Because I buy posh cucumbers at home and I always moan that I can't taste the difference.
Cucumber is always that thing as an afterthought. It's, it's a garnish in a drink. It is chopped up through a salad because you can't think of anything else to add to it. Where actually, increasingly, we're doing some wonderful cucumber ribbon salads in and around midweek cooking because it's such an easy, delicious side dish to go on a plate. Standout difference, zero difference, subtle difference?
I really can't work out the difference. Any difference.
Come on, Baz.
No, wait a minute. Trying to work out how natural these are.
I mean natural.
because The non-organic cucumbers usually have less watery bit in the middle.
What?
50-50. I'm going to say B is the premium.
Okay.
I'd say the wetter one's better. So let's go for B as the premium.
You've locked in your answer. You can remove your blindfold.
I think I've nailed that.
With
Yeah.
sight back in play.
Based on my ridiculous logic of there being the inside of these cucumbers having more seeds, and also that's a unusually shaped cucumber, one you don't see on supermarket shelves as often.
I can reveal that in this round, the premium cucumber is B.
Yeah.
That is Natura ridged cucumber to give you a more intense experience. And it is, no, their words, not mine.
Shut
Their words, not mine. Whereas A is an avocado, cling wrapped cucumber, much more affordable.
Without all the dressing,
I mean, we audibly heard the difference.
it just tastes more like cucumber.
We thought as a food team, standout difference. If you take slice for slice, that is as a cucumber should taste, whereas A is kind of almost like a diluted that'll do cucumber.
Oh, lovely.
A is 59 pence each.
Do you know what? I think it's entirely down to application because that does taste a lot better. In usage, in combination with other things, I couldn't really taste much of a difference.
How much for the premium cucumber?
Let's go £1.20. Let's go double.
We buy posh cucumbers at home, though the ones I buy don't look as wild. So let's say save £1.
It is £1.60. So it is nearly 3 times, 2.7 times as much.
If you care about how your food is grown and where it comes from, you would be willing to spend more money on this cucumber.
Which does on its own taste better and have a different texture.
Absolutely.
If cucumber is the only thing that you want to jump off the plate, then spend quite a lot more. Don't think you'll regret it.
3 for 3. Can you make it 100%?
We'll see. Let's move on to round 4. Okie dokie. So far, Barry, 3 for 3.
Yes!
All to play for in the last round.
Brilliant.
Can you pick the premium?
Oh, they're on boards. Soft, sticky, and it shouldn't be touched.
What the heck is that? This is not handheld.
I think you'd have more comments saying you were odd if you were eating it with a knife and fork.
Well, why is it so sticky?
That's it, keep thumbing it.
Well, it feels like a croissant.
Yep, named after its shape.
But what have you-
Present.
But I'm nervous. Please just be a croissant.
Elevated from a good croissant that has had something added to it.
Is the texture the same? Oh, what have I put my finger in? Oh, has
So
it got
that doesn't
chocolate in
get
the...
taken out of context.
It's got chocolate on the inside as well.
And that's
that
B.
is good. We're talking about the chocolate sauce here.
We're talking about chocolate spread, yeah. Pretty much spot on.
To be, it tastes like every chocolate spread that I know. It's quite oily. It's incredibly unctuous. Whereas A has got something else.
Less of the hazelnut vibe,
no,
but
it's
more
not.
of the chocolate.
B.
B is the premium. So you're quite definitive on that one.
A is the premium.
Blindfold off. You're not allowed to change your mind, would you?
That looks ultra processed. That looks more firm and chocolatey.
Texture's amazing on that. It's so smooth. Very happy with my choice.
In that case, I can reveal that the premium chocolate spread is A.
Oh my goodness.
That is Refuge chocolate spread with 42% Belgium dark chocolate.
Yep.
B is Sainsbury's basic range
Yep.
chocolate spread, but only 8% cocoa powder. Primary ingredient sugar, 49%.
Yep.
And palm oil and rapeseed oil, both, as they state, sourced from well-managed plantations, making up the majority of that spread.
I went purely on texture, and that is silky smooth, and yes, perhaps oily, more processed, or more emulsifiers.
And probably what we're used to. It has also got a little bit, a tiny bit of hazelnut flavouring from natural sources.
This has everything going for it. Better looking, it has more flavour, it has more texture. It's definitely better for the world. but it's not as pleasurable as something filthy and naughty. Like, this is something that I shouldn't do, but I can't help it.
Something about Refuse Chocolate. They've been operational since 2017 and they exist to help give people a brighter future through their support of Flourish Northern Ireland, which is a Northern Irish-based anti-human trafficking charity.
There are certain products or ingredients, like chocolate, that I've had to completely reclassify my thinking on. And sometimes you have to do the right thing and act the right way because of what you know. And this is one of those prime examples. So if I were to buy it, if I did have the expendable cash to buy it, then I would go for this with everything that I've learned recently. How much it is, however, is something I would like to know.
It does come at a premium price, but the basic version works out at 29 pence per 100 grams. How much for the premium option?
Well, just on the amount of chocolate in it alone, it should be quadruple the price.
Do the maths, what's 4 times 29?
Ebbers, don't be a When I look at the jar, I see £4 staring back at me. But again, this is proper chocolate. Up it a bit, Barry, because that's what you should be doing. So let's say that's £3 per 100 grams.
I'm gonna say £1.75 per 100 grams.
The answer is £2.58, so it is 9 times as expensive.
That's completely fair for top quality chocolate spread.
From everything we know about chocolate, for the company and for the sake of progression, I would always go to this.
Go out and buy the best chocolate you can. You won't regret it.
But you prefer B?
Not every day. Not every day, just every night.
You both had a pretty good day. Even with blindfolds on, you could pick the premium more times than not.
That's good.
Oh, good.
However, I can reveal that today's winner is Barry, with 100% correct, 4 out of 4. I think in the dishes, the creme fraiche and the cucumber struggled to stand out for the pair of you. You both pulled big differences out of the wasabi and the chocolate spread. So over to you guys. I hope you enjoyed that, but please comment down below. We've done loads of these now, but there must be more ingredients you want us to test and see if our normals can pick the premium. Let us know which ones. That is a Natura ribbed cucumber for a more intense experience. Ridged. I mean, I think if you look at either word in a dictionary, they are synonyms. Ridged, ribbed, whatever, now you're making me blush.